Let's get into we'll go AFC East. So, well, how we're gonna do this? We're gonna go team by team, four team: Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets. We'll start with the win totals. Just go highest to lowest. Um, we'll group their schedule into games of four or weeks, 4 weeks, and see go around and we all picked game by game. So we'll see what we have them going like every 4 weeks. So we'll start off with the Bills. Their win total is 11.5. I'm going with the over here. Um, so
Yeah.
well, the first 4 weeks they got the Rams at Rams, home against the Titans, at Miami, at Baltimore. I have them going 3-1 here. I have them starting off 3-0 against the Rams, Titans, Dolphins, and then dropping one to Baltimore in week 4.
I have the exact same thing.
So I have 2-2. I think they're dropping to Baltimore as well. I think the Ravens are going to have a real nice bounce back season. I'm a believer in the Ravens personally, so I think they're going to drop that early. But yeah, 2-2.
Who's your other loss?
Rams.
Okay.
I honestly think the Bills start off 5-0.
Okay.
All right.
I just looked at that. So they got the next 4 weeks. They got home against the Steelers, at Kansas City, bye week, home against Green Bay, at the Jets. I can see the 5-0 start.
Yeah.
They got Kansas City. I kind of looked at it as, damn, I mean, Kansas City's had their number. It's time for the Bills to beat Kansas City. So I have the Bills beating the Steelers, Kansas City, going into the bye, dropping one against Green Bay, and winning at the Jets. So I have them at 6-2 after the first half of the year.
I also have them at 6-2, but I have them beating Green Bay off a bye and losing to Kansas City.
I have them losing to Kansas City as well, and then I think they come back in the playoffs and get their number there.
Yeah, so I have them starting 5-3. I have them winning that Kansas City game, but they're dropping to Green Bay.
That's the same one I have. Well, they're not 5-3. Their first loss for me comes to Kansas City. I mean, no, their first loss comes against Green Bay off the bye.
So you have them going 6-0 and then losing to Green Bay?
Yeah, lose off the bye.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's kind of a good thought process. Lose to Kansas City in regular season, take them down in the playoffs. I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, next 4 weeks, they are home against Minnesota, home against the Browns, at Detroit, and at New England. I have them taking down the Vikings, taking down Cleveland, taking down the Lions, and dropping one in Foxborough against the Patriots. So
I also have them. I got them going 3-1, but I think the game against Cleveland is a trap game. I think they're going to struggle against teams like Baltimore, Cleveland, and then someone else we'll talk about later in the schedule who are just going to run it down their throats. I just think that's like the classic trap game. I think they lose that one, but I have them beating the Lions and Patriots.
I really have to watch the Lions get humiliated by the Bills on my Thanksgiving. And so that's going to be fun this year. But yeah, I'm with you. I have them going 4-0 down that stretch. So
I also have 4-0. I love the Patriots. I love Mac, but we didn't have an answer for Josh Allen last year. We're not going to have one this year. It's 4-0.
I have them losing to the Minnesota Vikings.
Ooh, I like it.
Interesting.
That's one of those games where you're playing a good team. I could see them dropping. I'm not going to back up Kirk Cousins. You know me. All right, so
Jefferson has a huge game.
Last 5 weeks, they got the Jets, the Dolphins, the Bears, at Cincinnati, and home against the Patriots again. I have them splitting with New England. I have them sweeping the Jets and the Dolphins. They'll take down the Bears, who I think are horrible. I have them dropping that last game versus Cincinnati to give them a record of 13-4, going 5-1 in the division, just dropping that one to the Patriots.
I also have them 13-4, 5-1 in the division, but I think that last week of the season, it could work out a bunch of different ways depending on seeding. But the way I have it working out is they would be able to do nothing about their seeding the last week of the season. Patriots will probably be playing for a wild card spot. I think the Bills just don't play their starters and they lose that game.
100%.
They lose that game with Patriots.
Yeah, that I had the same thought process, which originally I had them splitting with the Patriots, but losing that game.
Yeah.
But the Bills, I think, the last 2 years they've been able to rest their starters in the last game, and it's been Miami. I think they just put up 56 or something. That one, I think it was 2 years ago against the Dolphins. The last 2 years they've rested their starters. I'm pretty sure in the last week of the year, and still just dominated. So.
That worries me though. Patriots are a good team, I think.
Yeah, I also got them 13-4, dropping to Cincinnati.
Okay, well, I think the Bills are a team where everyone has a pretty similar opinion on. I wasn't expecting any debates coming with the Bills. I think everyone has them at 12-13. Some I've even seen 14 wins. So I do like that 11.5 for the Bills. I think everyone's got over for that. I can't see them dropping 5 games. 6 games. 5 games, they're still over. So I think we all believe in the Bills, but we're going to get into the Dolphins next. Their over-under is 8.5. This is a tough one because I think a lot of people have them between 7 or 8 to 10 wins or so. It's a pretty good over-under win total, I think. So we'll group them into 4 games again. So they start off. They got the Patriots, the Ravens, the Bills, and the Bengals. Pretty tough schedule to get going. A feisty division rival, and then 3 I view as 3 definite playoff teams. So I do give them the benefit of doubt here. I have them going 2-2, taking L's to the Ravens and the Bills.
I got 0-4.
See that? I don't have a problem with that. I mean, that's a tough schedule.
Yeah.
3.
That's brutal.
You only take New England just because it's in Miami that first week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Yeah, I got 1-3 as well.
What'd you have, Zach?
I had 1-3.
Okay, yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's a tough start.
I have them beating New England to start just because I think they'll split. I think the Dolphins are better and it's at home. So I'm taking that, and then have them dropping the Ravens Bills. I'm pretty sure I have them beating the Bengals because I had the Bengals starting off 3-0. Spoiler alert, against some tough teams that I think I could catch them on a bad week in week 4. But next games, they got the Jets, the Vikings, the Steelers, and the Lions. I have them going 3-1 there, dropping to the Steelers.
I got 4-0. I could see the Steelers or Vikings tough games, but I think I won't spoil it yet, but I think it's going to be like a replica of last season where they hit their stride in the middle of the season. So I think they'll go 4-0 in those games.
Yeah, I got 3-1. I can't wait for the Flores revenge game against Miami.
Yeah.
So yeah, Pittsburgh's taking that one in my opinion.
I'm with you there.
I got 4-0.
So we had a few. Okay, so everyone has a big second stretch coming in. After that, they got the Bears, the Browns. I'm treating the Browns as just Jacoby Brissett all year for my predictions right now. Then a bye week, then the Texans and the Niners. I have them going 2-2. I have them beating the Texans and the Chargers, dropping to the Niners and the Browns.
Yeah.
I have 1, 2. I have 3-1. I'm losing the Niners 3-1.
I also got 3-1. I think this is going to be Kyle Shanahan showing who's boss. McDaniel's not going to get the best of him yet.
Yeah. I'm with that.
Yep. 3-1.
I got them losing to the Browns, losing to the 49ers. So 2-2.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I thought someone was going to throw that Mike McDaniel over Shanahan in there, but yeah, just not. Okay. They got a tough last 5 games as well. I think their schedule is kind of tough. But they have the Chargers, the Bills, the Packers, the Patriots again, and the Jets. So I actually have them going 3-2 or 2-3 here. I have them upsetting the Chargers, taking L's against the Bills, the Packers, and the Patriots, and beating the Jets.
Also have 2-3. I think this is the classic late season Patriots Dolphins game where the Patriots don't show up. So I have Miami beating them, and then I haven't beaten the Jets. But the 3 games before that, I can't pick them to win confidently, at least.
I got 1-4 here. I think that Patriots prediction is I got a split, and Patriots can never win in Miami, but they can win at home. Even if it's late in the season, they can win at home. So I only got them beating the Jets on that stretch. 1-4 for me.
I got them 3-2. Beat the
I had
Packers.
so that from week 15 or week 14 to 18, it's Niners, Chargers, Bills, Packers, Patriots. Tough stretch. I didn't want to have them going 0-5 there, and that's why I picked the Chargers. Obviously, the Chargers picked up Khalil Mack, and they've got better on defense. But historically, last year they had a bad run defense, and I really like Mike McDaniel signing all those running backs. I think they're going to have a decent run game. So that's why I had the little upset. I mean, there's got to be a few unexpected things happening. So to close that out, I have them at 9-8, going 3-3 in division.
Yeah, same here.
I have 8-9.
I've got 10-7 and going 4-2 in the division. I think they sweep the Patriots this year, and and go 4-2 in the division. Sorry, Zach.
Absolutely brutal. You hate to see it. You really do.
I have them at 9-8 and going 4-2 in the division.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess a relatively similar prediction again. The Vikings for me, I believe in them. I like what the addition of Tyreek Hill, Mike McDaniel, all their running backs. I think their offense will be better, and the defense is fine as well. I just think their schedule is brutal. The over under is tough, but I guess I have them at 9-8, so I would take the over, but not with much confidence.
Yeah, I just think you don't know, like, if they're going to show up in those first 5 games, like, if they sneak out a win at any of those first 5 games. And, that pretty much will determine, I feel like, whether they will maybe potentially make a run at the wild card or not. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This over-under feels way too close to bet on. Not gambling advice, but stay away from this one.
I agree. I'll take that Bills one easily, but this one makes me nervous. And so does the Patriots. The Patriots, same as the Dolphins. They got the 8.5 wins for the over/under. Another tough one. So their first 4 weeks, another brutal schedule. They have the Dolphins and Steelers away, home against the Ravens, and at Green Bay. I have them going 1-3 here, winning that home game against the Ravens and a little bit of an upset, but dropping to the Dolphins, Steelers, and Packers.
I have the same view.
I have 2-2. I'm going 2-0 to start, then losing to the Ravens and the Packers.
It's a lot of confidence having them win in Miami.
I know. It's tough. I don't know. I think we can all agree. I think we did all agree almost that they're going to split with Miami. It's just a matter of when they win.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I can't wait to see them take one from Lamar.
Yeah, because they did that, last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago, right?
2 years with Cam Newton. So
That was the rainy game, too. So
that's what I like to call a Bill Belichick masterclass. So it's happening again. You mark my words on that.
all right. Their next 4, they have the Lions, the Browns, the Bears, and the Jets. Bit of an easier stretch there. Spoiler alert, I have them splitting with the Jets. So I have them going 3-1 here, taking down Lions, Cleveland, Bears, and taking an L to the Jets.
Wow. I'm going 4-0.
It's 4-0, Will. Don't get it twisted. It's New York. Come on now. You know better than that.
Well, we can talk about New York when we get to their schedule.
Yeah.
So I'll save that for New York. But next stretch, Colts bye week, Jets again, Vikings, and the Bills. I got 2-2 here. I got beating the Jets, getting that upset against the Bills, like I said, taking the L to Minnesota and Indianapolis.
I also got 2-2 here. I think you take the Jets, but I also have them taking the Vikings game. I don't trust Kirk Cousins in any primetime game ever, and I feel like that's pretty warranted at this point. So,
Yeah.
2
That's
for me
fair.
here.
Look, it takes every ounce of me to doubt a Bill Belichick coach Patriots team, but like if you look at their division, they and all the teams around them, like the Bills are a powerhouse. Dolphins improved mightily on the offensive side of the ball. The Jets, second-year quarterback, I'm kind of a believer in Zach Wilson. Think he's going to take the next step. I only have them winning 4 of their first 13 games. I don't know. It takes every ounce of me
Did I hear that right?
to doubt a Bill Belichick coach team, but
Fight.
I don't know.
Did you say
It's
4?
yeah, 4 of the first 13.
Wow.
Okay, who are the 4 wins again against?
So the first 4 wins are against the Lions in week 5. So I think they start out 0-4 against the Brownies, against the Bears. Bears are horrible. And then they don't win for a while until the Vikings in week
Wow.
12.
So you have them getting swept by the Jets.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow, I cannot wait for that one to
I
bite
can't-
you in the ass.
I can't wait. I can't get behind that.
My
I can't
God.
do that.
You think the quarterback who looks like Ken from Barbie is going to sweep Bill Belichick?
I just think the Jets made improvements, like in a second year with Coach Salah. Like I don't know. I just like I'm not a buyer in the
You know
Patriots
Zach
right now.
Wilson threw 4 picks against the Patriots, right? Last year
Yes.
in
Yes.
one game, in like
Yes.
a half.
I hope it comes
not
and bites me in the
gonna lie.
ass
You
just
want
for
to talk
you.
about a hot take? It's
Yeah.
like a pan on a burning stove.
Yeah.
I
Hey
got the
man, Billy
Patriots
B's
losing-
washed, Zach. Billy B's washed.
Oh yeah, you're
I
gonna
got
put
the
that one on a
Patriots.
t-shirt too?
I got the Patriots losing to the Lions.
They're
Lions
moving the Lions?
Yeah.
in Foxborough.
That's a
Oh,
bold one.
wild.
That's a bold one.
I love it, Gotti.
wow. That's wild.
Okay.
Look, I like Dan Campbell too, but come on.
Yeah, even
I
I
just
didn't
think-
have that one.
I just think I like the Lions.
They're not a bad team. Although it's close.
That'll be an interesting prediction round.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't wait for the Lions one then.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Next 4. Okay, so the next 5, I guess the last 5 weeks, they got
Yeah.
Cardinals, Raiders, Bengals, Dolphins, Bills. That's another tough stretch. Their schedule is a little iffy. I have them sneaking a W against the Cardinals, dropping L's to the Raiders and the Bengals, taking that split against the Dolphins, losing to the Bills. So I have them 3-2 in the last 5 weeks.
I also have them 3-2. I think Belichick is going to coach circles around Cliff Kingsbury and Josh McDaniels. So, like, I can't get behind either of those teams winning. I think the Raiders game will be close, but
That's a good point. Yeah.
Cincy and Miami beating them, still the Miami split. And then I have that last week. I think they beat Buffalo just because Buffalo rests players. Patriots are fighting for a wild card spot. So I think that works out there for them.
Yeah, I got 3-2 here, but I actually have them taking that Cincy game as well as the Arizona game, and then splitting with Miami. And the reason I say that is because I think Zach Taylor is a bottom 5 coach in the NFL. That guy sucks, and I firmly believe that's why he will hold the Bengals back this year. So you need to mark my words on that. But yeah, Belichick will coach circles around Kingsbury, and he'll do it around Zach Taylor too.
Okay. I will. Let me ask. Do you? All right, I'm pulling up my coach rankings right now. I'm not counting like the new coaches, but I have Zach Taylor at 14. So 14 out of 22 returning coaches. The guys I have behind him: Matt Rule, Mike McCarthy, Cliff Kingsbury, Robert Saleh, Arthur Smith, Dan Campbell, Nick Sirianni, Brandon Staley. I could see Sirianni and Staley above them, but
I
I'm
think
not.
Sirianni's above him. I think
Yeah.
Sirianni's a great coach.
I think Sirianni, and I'm also putting Robert Saleh above him. I like him.
Why?
I like him. I think he had a horrific roster to work with last year, and he still put together a pretty solid defense with that Jets team, all things considered. He dealt with injuries. There were a bunch of weeks where Zach Wilson was out. He got hurt in that first Patriots game. I think he's going to have a nice year, and I think the Jets will put together, for their standards and their roster, they'll do well enough in most games. They won't win most games, but I think they'll still put up decent performances.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like Salah. I was just kind of viewing it as, what has he done to, compared to what Zach Taylor. Even though I don't think Zach Taylor was a strength of taking them to the Super Bowl, I couldn't put Salah above him just because, like, the year he had compared to a Super Bowl, even though it was his first year. But as long as you don't have Matt Rule, McCarthy, Cliff, Arthur Smith, or Campbell, I could see maybe Campbell.
I would put Campbell over him. That's the only one out of that group. So
once again I look at it, it's like 13-1 versus Super Bowl. Obviously, he had a way better team, but it's kind of like it's not enough for me. I like Dan Campbell. I think he will be the coach, but
I mean, Taylor was there before Burrow, right? Am I mistaken by that?
Yeah, 1 year before.
Yeah, and I mean, let's look at that 1 year before. What do the Bengals have? 4 wins? And then Burrow comes in and they go to the Super Bowl in his first healthy season.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're just more looking at like what you think will happen. I'm just looking at kind of like what has happened. But yeah, I don't have a big problem with that.
That's fair.
All right, well, let's go ahead.
I was gonna say, what record do you have the Patriots finishing with now?
Oh yeah,
all you guys. I have 11-6.
You have 11. Oh my god, I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, Max. Let's
go. I still believe in Belichick. It's not like they're a bad team either. Like, they still got good players on their team. I think Mac Jones is solid. They're good enough to win 10, 11 games.
I have them going 8-9. So I have them a half game under that over/under win total. It's tough because like part of me thinks like, damn, he went 7-9 or 7-10 with Cam Newton at quarterback and nothing to work with.
Yeah.
So that's what is like, I could see them maybe get 9-10. I don't know. It's their schedule for me. Once again, you never know when you're going to get that Belichick masterclass and big upset. Like, I have a couple of those games, like beating the Bills once, beating the Ravens once. I just don't know. I can't look at this roster and be like, that's an 11-win team. Their defense got way worse. And their offense is fine. I love the run game. I think Darian Harris is a borderline top 10 back. Mac is solid. Receivers are, they're whatever. It worked for them last year. They were like a top 10 offense last year. Obviously, the run game was a strength, but I think it really comes down to the schedule and the defense regressing. So I have them at 8-9.
Well, yeah. So the reason I have them at 10-7 is I mean, Belichick's just not only going to find ways to win, but I think what people are underrating, like, right, obviously we know the Patriots have a good run game, but their O-line actually got better.
Yeah, I have a very good
as much as people wanted to continue to like, because people look at that Jack Mason trade, it wasn't great value, and you got rid of a very, very good guard. But now when you brought in Cole Strange, he slides into that spot that Shaq Mason will, and you get to move Trent Brown back over to the left side where he's way more comfortable, and he was probably the best left tackle in football when he was playing there in 2018 with Brady. So your line got even better. I think that opens up the offense for a lot of stuff outside of the backfield too. So I think it's just something to look out for as well with the Patriots. So
yeah.
I have them going 9-8.
9-8.
Yeah, I have them going 7-10 just because of the kind of the reasons that Will went into. Defense regressed, and I just think everyone around in the division's improving and on the up and coming. I think like the Patriots are just kind of barely holding on.
I agree with that. That is true.
Yeah, I'm not going to deny that the division got better. They definitely
That's another
got
thing
better.
too. Yeah, every team in their division got better. Their schedule's tough. I don't actually believe Billy B's washed, but
Neither do I, for the record.
He's got just has less to work with. I think. Not that he can't pull out some master classes, just that schedule, better division. Max, out of curiosity, you have them 11-6. You have them snagging a playoff spot.
Are
you done with it?
Yeah. No, I do.
Wow.
I think it will wind up being the 7th seed, but yeah, it would be the 7th seed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But like the thing is like you guys keep saying like the whole division improved, but like the Patriots, like they improved too. They got Mac Jones, the wide receiver 1.
He kind of. Yeah.
I mean, that's better than like Jacoby Myers is your wide receiver 1.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Not by much though. In my opinion.
No.
He can't stay healthy either.
That's true.
I'm calling a nice breakout season from Jonnu Smith. I think if Belichick finally gets those 2 tight end sets working right, like he did back, I think it was 2013, where Gronk and Aaron Hernandez, I mean, that was ridiculous, that offense.
Yeah.
So if he can get something like that working too, you really honestly at that point don't even need that good of a wide receiver 1.
No.
I mean, that's why they were solid with Myers and Kendrick Bourne last year.
I like Kendrick Bourne.
I was about to say I still kind of feel like he's one of their best weapons.
Yeah, fantasy sleeper, Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah.
All right, well let's kick it into the Jets.
You guys, wait. Do you guys just want to say who you have the Jets beating?
I was about to say that.
All right, because like.
Yeah.
All right, well, you can start it if you want, but I was looking at it's like not a lot of teams.
Yeah. It's a bit quicker to do that. They're over under win total. The Jets 5.5.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Their schedule is just so brutal, man. I can't. Yeah. I'm going under.
I hammer the under. It's not gambling advice.
Yeah, I don't blame the people that say they can get 6-7 wins. They have a way better roster. I have them starting off 2-7. I mean, I'll just read their schedule before their Week 11 bye. 11. They have the Ravens, the Browns, their first 4 weeks, whole AFC North: Ravens, Browns, Bengals, Steelers. I have them sneaking one out against Brissett and the Browns. Then they have the Dolphins, the Packers, the Broncos, Bill Belichick, and the Bills before their bye. I have them. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2-7. I have them. That was the one I had earlier. Them sneaking out one against the Patriots. Could see that being an L2, and they're 1-8.
1-8 for me. They're going 1-8 in that stretch.
I got them. I got it on 0-9.
That's it.
0-9.
Yeah, I can't get behind any of it. Like even the Browns, if they have with Brissett, like it's a mature team. Great defense, like they're not going to beat that team. I don't think, at least. That's a tough first 9 games.
100%. Yeah, I have them sneaking out one against the Steelers, and in Week 4.
I have them beating the Steelers, and then I don't have them winning until the Bears.
Damn, I thought we'd have a Jets truther here. We got 5 people with the same opinion. I like it, but
the thing, with the Jets,
what's up?
It's like the thing with the Jets is like they're a good team. It's just like their schedule is so crazy.
Yeah, I mean, because there's those Jets truthers, those 6, 7. Like some people I've seen 7-10. The Jets are the next Bengals. Which, side note, that's ridiculous. Just because you can't be the next Bengals when everyone's predicting you to be the next Bengals because they were.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you can't be the next Bengals. And second of all, being the next Bengals is not happening every year. That's like a once in a decade type thing, if even that. But if anyone, those Jets fans or even other people that believe in the Jets that say they can get 6 or 7 wins, just look at those first 9 weeks. You could get 1 or 2 there max.
Yeah.
So that's not a good start. But let's go through and say like who we have them beating. I have them beating the Browns and the Patriots before the bye. Then I have them beating the Bears, beating the Lions, beating the Seahawks, going 5-12, 2-4 in the division.
I just have them beating the Bears, the Lions, and the Jags. So I have them 3-14, 0-6 in the division.
Yeah, I've got they beat Detroit, Jacksonville, they beat Chicago, and they split with Miami. So I got them at 4-13.
I have beating the Steelers, the Bears, the Jags, and then the Seahawks. And then 4-13. 0-6 in the division.
Yeah, I got 5-12. I have them beating the Steelers, the Patriots once, the Lions, the Jags, and the Seahawks.
Wow.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna take mine back quick. I actually have them at 5-12. I forgot I haven't beaten Pittsburgh, so it's my bad.
Okay, well, that's what I was going to say. Why does everyone have him beating Pittsburgh? Just because like you wanted to give him a win?
No, because
Yes.
I don't trust a guy with small hands.
May not be the guy with small hands. Might be Mitchie T.
I have a feeling it's gonna be Kenny.
I like the
I
Steelers
like
more.
Mitch.
I like the Steelers more than most people do this year, which we'll get into that on the AFC North one. But
I'm a Patriots fan. I don't like the Steelers any year.
I hate the Steelers, but I sadly have to believe in them. Okay, well let's all go through and give our full standings for the AFC East, just in order and record. I have the Bills at 13-4 in first place. I have the Dolphins in second place at 9-8. I have the Patriots third place at 8-9, and I have the Jets last 5-12.
I have Bills first place 13-4, Patriots second place 11-6, Dolphins third place 9-8, Jets fourth place 3-14.
All right, I got first place Bills at 13-4, second place Patriots at 10-7, third place Dolphins at 8-9, and last but not least Jets at 5-12.
I got the Bills 14-3. I got the Patriots and Dolphins 9-8, and then the Jets 4-13.
Yeah, I got the Bills 13-4, Dolphins 9-8, and then Jets and Patriots both at 7-10.